guys for the circle on the thank you for some for the global.
Big up, everybody. This is Solo P1. Welcome to Keep It Sport. This is Transfer News. I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening on this lovely Thursday evening, August the 28th. I want to big up everybody in the chat as well. I can see all your chats. We're going to be talking about some Canate news today as well. We're going to be talking about Marc Guehi, and also we're going to be talking about the number one target, which is Marc Guehi. Now, I'm going to bring in my partner in crime. You know what? Before I even bring in Toto, I just want to say a few things, okay? I want to say a few things before we get this video going. The first thing we've got to do, right, as a fan base is, listen, I don't need to tell Liverpool fans. I know we're all a classy bunch, yeah? I get it. We're all classy, man. You get me? We're all classy. Now, at the end of the day, yeah, there's been a lot of people, a lot of Liverpool fans have been getting abused, hasn't it? Liverpool fans are getting abused just because Liverpool put a bid in for Alexander Isak. Think about that for a bit. Think about it. You're getting abuse of somebody you've never met, who, let's face it, in reality, yeah, in reality, they ain't going to do that to your face, but they're going to do it on the keyboard, right? So people are getting abused online. Some of my friends are getting abused online just because Liverpool put a bid in for Isak. That's what it's come down to at this point in time. People are losing their jobs. People are losing their crap. People are making them up multiple accounts online just to abuse somebody else because Liverpool put a bid in for Alexander Isak. Perfect example, Anfield Agenda. Big up to Anfield Agenda. He's been getting abuse and people's been targeting his kids just because Liverpool put a bid in for Alexander Isak. Makes you think, innit? Put things in perspective. But it is what it is. Look, at the end of the day, I'm still sticking to my opinion. Liverpool are still getting Alexander Isak, and I've been consistent from the beginning. And I know all them people that used to come on my channel, yeah? People used to be in the chat room, used to say, Liverpool, we're not getting him. Don't worry, I've tagged them all. I've screenshotted every single thing, don't worry. Every little person that came into my chat room that said that we was not going to get him, making up multiple accounts, giving it the big and online, because in real life they could never do nothing. I've screenshotted everything. I'm actually going to make a big picture. I'm thinking about making a big picture, yeah? Big massive picture with all the little names that said that we wasn't going to get Isak, you get me? And giving it abuse. But you know what? I might let that slide. I don't care. But what it boils down to, Liverpool, yeah, we will get Isak. People need to relax. I told you, man. But what pisses me off, yeah, what really pees me off, yeah, regarding this Isak situation, yeah, is the way the mainstream media has made Isak and Liverpool as the villain. I'll explain. All Liverpool did is put a bid in. They put a bid in for Alexander Isak. Newcastle said no. So what did Liverpool do? We walked away. The Liverpool recruitment team, Edwards, all their mans, they knew that Newcastle was a clown show. So what we did, we walked away and we said, you know what? You go and get your house in order, then we'll come back. We didn't put no pressure on them. All we did is put a bid in. We are within our right to put a bid in for any player during the transfer window. It doesn't matter if he ain't got a get-out clause. It doesn't matter about his contract. Liverpool are within their rights to put a bid in for any player during the transfer window. Let's get that straight. So we haven't done nothing wrong. Now, Alexander Isak, I've been saying from the beginning that this was going to happen because Alexander Isak last season told Newcastle that he wants to leave the club. But the mainstream media was saying, oh, we don't know if that's true. We don't know if that's true. Isak should train. How do we know that Newcastle said to Alexander Isak, we do not want you to train with us? How do you know that's not what Eddie Howe said? You don't know what happened. You don't know that Eddie Howe and the team said, you know what? We don't want you training with us, yeah? Because you're bringing toxic negativity towards the team. We don't know that's what happened. But the media was running this. The media was making out that Isak was this bad guy because he wants to move to a better club. Eddie Howe said in the press conference himself, the journalist said to him, the Newcastle journalist, the irrelevant Newcastle journalist, because let's face it, nobody cared about the Newcastle journalist, yeah, before this, until Isak was linked to Liverpool. Nobody cared. Nobody know who they were. Let's face it, nobody cared. As soon as Isak was linked with Liverpool, these Newcastle journalists, their likes, their subscribers doubled overnight just because Newcastle players was linked to Liverpool. Very simple. Now, Liverpool, they put the bid in, yeah, whatever. Eddie Howe said in the press conference that, yes, the journalist said to Eddie Howe, is that true that Isak contacted Newcastle last season, told you, man, that he wanted to leave? Eddie Howe said, yes. There was a conversation about 7 to 8 weeks before the season finished. So Eddie Howe is clarifying that what Isak said. So Isak wasn't lying. But you know, the mainstream media, they will not report this because it doesn't suit them. You get me? It doesn't suit them. For some reason, I don't know what it is, Newcastle, for me, has got off scot-free. Scot-free. There's been no pressure put down on Newcastle. Eddie Howe is somehow cleaning this. And all of a sudden, Eddie Howe also said, oh yeah, I don't know what's been going on. It's all in the back. I've got no business. I don't know what's going on. But he also told us that Isak contacted him last season and said he wanted to leave the football club. So which one is it? Isak told Eddie Howe last season, which Eddie Howe confirmed, yeah? Eddie Howe confirmed that Isak did talk to him last season, and all of a sudden now when you speak to Eddie Howe, he says, I don't know nothing about it. Somehow there's a rat somewhere. There's a rat. And it's not Isak. It's not Isak. And it's not Liverpool. People say, oh, Liverpool turned his head. No. What turned his head is that you promised him a contract which was going to put him on more money. Yeah? And whatever happened, it didn't happen. So Isak contacted Eddie Howe and said, you know what? I'm gone. Eddie Howe knew this. This is why at the end of the season, go and watch the press conference, the last game of the season of Newcastle. Go and check the press conference. Eddie Howe said, I cannot promise that all the players at Newcastle will be here next season. So Eddie Howe was already putting that hint out. So the mainstream media has been absolutely disgusting towards Alexander Isak. And these so-called Newcastle journalists are just a bunch of clowns. Let's face it. They're a bunch of clowns. I don't know what they're doing. They've made Newcastle look even worse. They're coming out and saying, Newcastle's going to need at least 2 or 3 players to replace Alexander Isak. They said that a couple of days ago. And all of a sudden now, the day after, they said, maybe we need 2 players. Now they're saying we only need 1 player to replace Isak. We need someone to replace Callum Wilson. How is replacing Callum Wilson got to do with Liverpool FC signing Isak. That's got nothing to do with us. We don't care about Callum Wilson. We don't care about Newcastle. You're not a rival. You never have been. You are the little crap on my shoe that I wipe on my shoe every single day. You're the crap underneath my feet, bro. You're not a rival. You've never been a rival. I don't care if it upsets people. I do not care. I am not going to sugarcoat my words on this channel. Not at all. You are not a rival. Your rival is Sunderland. And that's why Sunderland, when they play you, they're going to mash your hands up. And I hope they do as well. Sunderland is your rivals. Nottingham Forest is your rivals. Liverpool are not your rivals. Even when Alan Shearer played for you, you still wasn't our rivals. And that's just the way it is. But the point I'm trying to make is the way these journalists, these so-called media, have ridiculed Alexander Isak is disgusting. Disgusting. And you know what? And I hope when all this is said and done, when Liverpool has got Isak and Isak does an interview one day with Liverpool and all this can come out in a wash, what really happened. Because all I can see with my eyes is every day looking on these so-called journalist channels, these big media outlets, and all they're saying is Isak is the bad guy. Isak is disgusting. Who do you think he is? That's all I can hear. Nothing positive. The only person I saw sticking up for Isak was Michael Owen and Danny Murphy. Them two. They're the only ones I saw sticking up for Alexander Isak. They're the only ones. The rest of them has been disgusting. Trying to say, oh, Isak's this bad guy. Why is he doing it? He wants to leave Newcastle. He wants to leave Newcastle. I said this from the beginning. People come on my channel and they said to me, Solar P1, how do you know that Isak is going to leave Newcastle? I said it's very simple. It's a very simple answer for everybody to comprehend in their head. The reason why Isak is going to leave Liverpool, he's going to leave Newcastle. The reason why Isak's going to leave Newcastle, you know why? Because he doesn't want to play for them anymore. They promised him something. They failed. He leaves. It's very simple. It's very simple. 99% of the time, if a player's not happy at a club, they will release him. They will release him. Now, if Newcastle doesn't get their players they want, I don't care. They have had more than enough time. They have had more than enough time to bring in players. He told them last season that he wanted to leave. Now, if that dead club, Newcastle, can't bring players in, that's their problem. That's their problem. That's not Liverpool's problem. The way that Newcastle are sent out their lemmings, their little lemmings, their Newcastle journalists, yeah, to put their stuff out online to cause division, because that's what they've done. All the Newcastle journalists have done, and all the media, all they've done is cause division between the two teams. Cause division. You got Newcastle fans, right, going out and burning their football tops. I like to break the news to you. Isak doesn't care. He's got your money. You brought his top, you burn it. Who's the dumb one? What, sir? I'm gonna go to the shop, sir. I'm gonna buy a Liverpool. I'm gonna buy a Newcastle top. Daddy, I want a Newcastle top. I want a Newcastle top. I want Isak at the back. 2 weeks later, he's leaving the club. Daddy, I'm gonna burn the top. You dummies. You dummies. You know what? What you should have done is you should have got the football top and went onto eBay and sold it. At least you would have got something back. But what you've done, you've burnt it. You dummies. Isak don't care. He's got your money, bro. He has got your money. He don't care if you burn his top. You have spent money on that football top, and that money is going to him and the club. So if you want to burn his top, go ahead. You know what it's like? It's like buying a car, cash, not rental, full out cash, whatever, through the credit card, buying it out, and then taking it out in the middle of a field, putting a bomb to it and blowing it up. That's what it's like. So if you wanna burn your top and put it on your irrelevant Instagram, irrelevant TikTok, if you wanna go and do that, yeah, to try and get a few clicks, you're the one losing money, not Isak. And all you're doing, yeah, all this toxicity between Newcastle, yeah, the Newcastle fans, all this toxicity, yeah, all it is giving him more reason to leave your dusty football club. What you thought you was going to beat Liverpool on Monday? I'm hard. I'm Joe Linton. I'm hard. What I'm going to do? I'm going to control the midfield. I'm gonna bully Gravenberch. Didn't really work out for you though, did it? Joe Linton, didn't really work out for you, did you? Dan Burns, I remember the Newcastle journalist. He said, "Oh, what's gonna do Dan Burns when he gets Mo Salah, he'll stop Mo Salah from doing any assist." What happened at the end? Who got the assist? Mo Salah. And a 16-year-old boy who just received his GCSEs scored the winner against your team. How does that feel? How does that feel? That the man, the young boy who just received his GCSEs scored the winner against Newcastle, man. And what you gonna do about it? Nothing. We're gonna take Isak, and there's nothing you can do about it. Very simple. So I'm gonna bring him. Oh yeah, it's Toto. I'm gonna bring in my Koku's my partner in crime, Toto Ada.
Big up, man.
Sorry for that monologue. I just had to get that off my chest. You get me, bro?
Right.
I just had to get it off my chest. I'm sick of all this abuse. What's got his Anfield agenda getting abused? People targeting his kids. Pathetic trolls targeting his kids, yeah, because Isak wants to come to Liverpool. Think about that, yeah. You got idiots online, yeah, trolling mans and targeting his kids because Liverpool put a bid in for Isak. When you think about it, you just think, okay, go ahead.
Look, my view on it, there's nothing wrong with being frustrated. There's nothing wrong with being frustrated because Newcastle are losing their best player, who's been doing it for them for the past 2 years. He's won a Carabao Cup, and
I don't care what they won.
Look, they're frustrated.
I don't care what they won.
The thing is, they're frustrated, right? Because they're losing their best player, just the way it is.
Yeah, but there's no.
I think
people's family though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's not wrong with being frustrated, but there's no need to go personal. It's like when a player leaves or something like that, they want to send death threats, and
yeah,
I just think that's a bit too far. At the end of the day, it's easy to say, "Oh, it's just football, man. Get on with it." Not many people think like that. Many people think, "Oh, let's go personal," and stuff like that. They get carried away with all the transfer saga. And the real question is, who's been stoking the fire? Yeah, the real ones have been stoking the fire are these journalists, are these Newcastle journalists who've been on Sky Sports, especially the main instigator, Craig Hope.
Craig No Hope.
He is Craig No Hope. He's been the main instigator of all this.
Oh no.
We just put in a bid. I think it was 120 million, 150 million. I think it was. Right. It got rejected. Now, the Newcastle journalists, apart from the one, Craig No Hope has been instigating, saying, Liverpool, all this, and I've been cheaping out, and we've just made one bid. Liverpool realistically haven't came out and said and updated us on all of this. The only bit of update we have got is Arne Slot just saying, look, it's nothing to do with us, Isak's not our player. Roughly about around the lines he says. Right? Liverpool's given no update, but it's been Newcastle haven't even given no update, except from Eddie Howe saying, look, he's contracted as our player. We all know that. He's just saying, the typical PR response, he's contracted, he's our player, right? And so far, so on, saying, I really like him to stay. Of course you would like him to stay. He's your best striker and your only striker option, right? Your Callum Wilson got sold. Your Callum Wilson don't play anymore, right?
Sorry, it is.
You got Asula. But let's face it, Asula, you don't want Asula as your main striker. You like him as a backup, but let's face it, you need a backup for Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson's left. You need
Yeah,
a
but
replacement
Toto,
for
I
him.
know what you're saying, Toto. Sorry to interrupt. I'm going to let you finish, yeah. But I don't care who they get. That's not our problem. If they can't sort their house and all that, that's down to them, bro. At the end of the day, Isak gave them more than enough time. He told them last season. The journalists tried to cover up and said it never happened. And guess what happened in the journalist room last week? Eddie Howe admitted, said that, yeah, Isak spoke to me about it like a couple of months before the season finished. Eddie Howe clarified it. And you know what the press had to do, not the Newcastle journalists had to do, that apologise and double back at what they said. They've been pathetic during this window. Eddie Howitt confirmed that Isak went to him last season and said at the end of the season, I'm leaving. He confirmed it, bro. So if they can't get their house in order, I don't care who they get for Callum Wilson. I don't care. It ain't my problem. All I care about is Isak. That's it. If they can't get their house in order, that's their problem. Simple, man. Simple.
That's what I was going to go on to.
I know, sorry, bro. I'm just a bit... I've had too much coffee, I think that's what it is. Go ahead. Toto, can you hear me, bro?
Oh, yeah, my mic's having problems. But yeah...
Now, you got the wrong mic now. It was perfect before. You've changed the mic.
Because it did... I'll put it back on.
Okay.
Should be there. But look, yeah, the promise is broken with Newcastle. I think he's out of order. And I think he's out of order. I don't want to name any mainstream platforms, right? But he's been getting a lot of abuse from mainstream platforms, YouTube platforms, over a promise that has been broken.
Yeah.
And I always go back to this point. If someone's pressuring a footballer or anyone in general that promises someone, but that promise gets broken, you're not gonna be happy, are you? You're not gonna be happy at the club. Isak doesn't even want to train for the team. Newcastle advised him not to train with the team as well. He's trained on his own. And I want to compare it to it's similar to the Wissa situation, but the difference between the Wissa situation is that Wissa, he's training with the team, but he don't want to play for the team. So he's training with the squad, but for like Premier League games, he don't want to be involved in the Premier League games. With Isak, I think I credit Isak for. And I think anyone with a common sense should credit Isak. If you have a promise that's been broken, right, the guy should express his feelings, like he did in that Instagram post.
Yeah.
That Instagram post was a key part of this whole situation. Newcastle never expected. This is my opinion. I don't think Newcastle expected Isak to make that post, but he did, and Isak has basically revealed everything on how how the saga's going on, the transfer saga's going on, and it seems like the Newcastle are the bad guys, not Liverpool, and not Isak. Isak isn't the bad guy here. This is what people need to understand. Is that Isak just wants to pursue his dreams. It's not like Newcastle's on a title run.
Yeah.
And it's not like Newcastle's on a trophy run, right? He simply wants to go to a club where he's going to win more trophies.
Yeah.
Right? And he's going to be at a better club with better history, better heritage, same thing, but you know what I mean, right? Better history, better players around him, right? And I know Isak will cook. Look at Ekatike's cooking for Liverpool at the moment because he's got really, really good players around him. He's got good wide men around him. He's got a good double pivot around him. He's got a good back line because centre-backs are a part of that build-up now. As a centre-back, you've got to be a part of the attack and build-up. It's more like Van Dijk starts the build-up from the back and it goes to the midfield and goes to the strikers, right? If Isak's in that Liverpool team, he will get so much service, right? Look how he cut to Newcastle, right? I say okay players around him, but most of the time, Isak can make things happen. He can make things happen. He's not like a Haaland type player. Haaland type player that he needs good players around him.
In his wingers, just like when Haaland went there, he had Gundogan and all them mans, didn't he?
He had De Bruyne.
Gundogan, Mahrez, and De Bruyne.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying, but with Isak, he can make more. He don't really need them players. He can make more.
When you got a dynamic
creative
thing with Isak, he's a dynamic kind of player.
That's right? The one.
If he comes to Liverpool, he's gonna have good service around him.
Yeah.
And he's going to be a dynamic player, so he can make stuff happen, and then the players around him can make stuff happen as well. It's the perfect team for him. It's the perfect team. Yeah. Taking that heritage part of stuff now, he's coming to a team with good service, with good wide men. Yeah, and of course, this would be Isak's perfect move for the future. But Newcastle stolen all that, and it's just everything is in an absolute debacle
Yeah.
with all this situation. But look, in the future, we'll just gotta wait and see. I think this transfer is getting done in the future. It's definitely getting done. Not in the future. I mean, this transfer window. I'm not going to backtrack on my point. I'm still going to stick to my point. If I'm wrong, I'll come out here and say I'm wrong. Right? Isak will be done by the end of the window. I know people are thinking, look, it's only a few days left, right? But we've got to think about it. Why would Newcastle hold on to Isak if he's not going to play? Isak has had a meeting with the owners. The meeting didn't really last long. The meeting didn't last long, right? So if a meeting doesn't last long with the owners and Isak doesn't even want to know, right? What's the point of keeping him there?
Yeah.
Of course, Isak before that didn't really have discussion with owners. But now, as soon as I had a proper discussion in the meeting, it didn't last long. He didn't want to hear all the crap that the owners are going to put out. They're offering him a bigger wage, as we all heard. Offering him a bigger wage, and that didn't really work out. He got rejected by Isak. Isak has got the power here, right? Isak doesn't want nothing to do with that club, so why keep him? I know I've repeated myself about 3 times, but it's a $1 million question. Why keep him? Because he's not going to play for you. You need signings. You do need signings. You have signed a couple of defenders, but you still need a striker sign in Newcastle. So why would you keep Isak? You could sell Isak for 130 mils, right? 130 million bags, right? You get that 130 million and you go buy 2 or 3 good players.
Yeah.
It's just simple as that.
Facts.
And when you got that money, you can offer good wages to other players. Maybe the players look at Newcastle and thinking, nah, Newcastle ain't got no pull, right? In my opinion. And I think it's factual.
Well, that's evident.
It's factual.
They ain't got pull now.
It's factual because they got rejected by 6 players, right? And this is why they want to hold on to Isak. But if they do sell Isak, think about this Newcastle, buy a good player, offer him a good wage. Because money is number one. Money talks, man. In every single situation, contract, football contract, just a general contract at work, money talks. You want to keep an employee at the job, money talks. You offer him a bigger wage, and then he'll definitely stay. They will go for the money. Yeah, just like with the Saudi Arabia situation. Majority of the players, even 25, 26-year-old players, are going to the Saudi Arabia because of the money, because of the big wages, right? If Newcastle can offer good wages, some decent players, right, they will go there. But again, Newcastle are not thinking like that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They're not thinking like that. They're thinking, we'll keep Isak. And this stupid rhetoric on Twitter saying, let him rot in the reserves, which I think is absolutely crap.
Doesn't even make sense.
It's a crap rhetoric. What's the point of letting him rot in the reserves when he's not going to play for you? Like, what point is that? What point is that proving?
I never got that. I never got that because they've got a player that they could get 140 million for, 130 million bags. Yeah, they can get that money. They can bring a striker in, and then they can use that money, and they can spend it on what they want. Right? They can spend that what they want. They can buy if they can't buy 2 strikers now. Yeah, they can buy one now, and buy one in January. Very simple. They got the money, but there's no way they're gonna let them. There's no way they're gonna let him rot in reserves because he doesn't work out for no one, does it? And I don't think the Saudi owners would let that happen. So let's bring in this breaking news. This is just coming. Maybe Newcastle can get this right. Breaking news from Craig No Hope. This TOTO. This is coming in now. This is the player that was linked to. And now it looks like they're going to get them.
Yeah, it looks like it. They do need a striker. And Isak is not even doesn't want to be associated with the club no more. So that's out the window. So they do need a striker, don't they? And I think, in my opinion, if they get a striker, I think Isak's going.
It looks like they're getting this guy.
Because it was either Wissa or I've never heard of this guy. right?
It looks like someone like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
It was
Looks
either
like he's been
Wizard.
smoking a few buds, man. Look,
Um,
it looks like I don't know who he is. Anyway, Craig Hope,
I know him.
after talking to Bees owner Matthew Benham this week, Wizard believes his wish to move to Newcastle will be granted. So basically, Wizard is going to Newcastle. I knew that was going to happen anyway. The reason why it didn't happen in the first place is because I think Newcastle put in a bid which was rejected by Brentford. It wasn't enough. And now, because Newcastle are getting desperate now, and Liverpool has called their bluff, and it looks like it's working, Wizard will be going to Newcastle in the next couple of days. So I knew that was going to happen. Respected Wizard anyway. Have you noticed with Wizard as well? When Wizard was doing the same thing as Isak was doing, you never heard the media say not a minute. And people call it, that's why Newcastle are two-faced. Because Wizard was doing the exactly same thing what Isak was doing. You get me? And they also, oh yeah, what? And here's the Newcastle media. Isak shouldn't be doing that. Isak shouldn't be doing that. It's wrong. You're contracted. Wizard's contracted as well, and he's trying to force the move just like Isak. But because it didn't suit their narrative, yeah, they didn't report it. They just reported about Isak because that suits their narrative. But it is what it is. Look, Wizard's gonna get his move. Big up to Wizard. I don't know why. I'm shocked that bigger teams didn't come in for Wizard. He got 17 goals last season, by the way. You know that. You know Wizard got 17 goals.
Wizard had his best season last season.
17 goals last season. Exactly.
I remember one of the goal he scores as well. He scored an amazing bicycle kick.
He's a crazy man, isn't he?
He's a good player. He's a good player.
But anyway,
I think that would be the best option for Newcastle.
Yeah, no, because you remember when they put in a bid in it last week, innit?
Yeah. And they rejected it because it weren't enough. Newcastle
now Newcastle's gone back in. It's confirmed there that it'll be going there. Wizard still believes that he wishes to move to Newcastle. Will be granted. He wants a number 9 jersey. Wizard wants a number 9. And it says breaking news: Craig Hope, Newcastle are closing in on a deal also for Stuttgart striker Nick Woltermaid, the 23-year-old Germany international who was linked to Bayern Munich earlier this summer. But that's the one that they're going for. That's more or less done that deal. I think they're just sorting out, like for all the, the agreements and all that. But looks like Newcastle getting their strikers. Finally, it took them a while, but finally they're getting their strikers. So probably tonight or tomorrow, you're going to see Liverpool put that bid in because these have been confirmed now. So what's your thoughts on this, Toto? Finally, it's happening.
Yeah, like I said, this striker goes through. We'll get Isak. Isak will come to Liverpool. It's just the way it is. I don't think there's any convincing Isak. There's no convincing Isak.
He's never going to play for Newcastle again.
There's no convincing. So I think as soon as they got that striker option covered, really, I think Newcastle has let him go regardless, right? But this is how Newcastle stands. I want a firm stance, right? This is what Newcastle's all about, innit? Firm stance, right?
I'm hard.
Even though Isak should have left long time ago, as soon as that transfer window started. But again, Newcastle want to stand this so-called firm stance, right? But I think as soon as Newcastle, because Newcastle's waiting for that striker.
But that was their conditions, and that was their conditions. They say as soon as we get a striker in, first it was 3, then it went down to 2, then it went down to 1. Now it's 1. They said if they get one striker in now, if we get one striker in now, then obviously the bid will go in. But you remember when they said it was 3, then it was 2, then it was 1.
Because when we faced Newcastle recently, about moments ago, right?
Yeah. And Joe Linton got gripped up,
Asula was the one who scored against us. He was the backup striker who came off the bench and scored against us. I think they see something, a potential in Asula, right?
Yeah.
So what they're gonna get is a senior main striker, a starting quality striker that's going to be their game in, game out, and then rotate with Asula. I think Asula's, he came on, he looked like a decent player.
I know, right? He did, didn't it? He did.
He caused us problems.
I know, right? He did.
So did Jacob Ramsey.
But got the players there.
Jacob Ramsey and a striker. But Jacob Ramsey's a good player again. Good wide man, right?
Yeah.
To come off the bench. The only reason why Villa got rid of him is because he's a little bit injury prone for Villa. But again, that's not the Unai Emery. It could be completely different than that anyhow, right?
Hold on. I'm gonna pause you for 1 minute. One second. 1 second. Go ahead. Go, Toto.
Oh, I forgot my
Now, you were
word.
saying about the guy from Newcastle that he's a good player.
Yeah, Suda's a good player. So Jacob Ram's a good player as well. But again, I think he can play up top. I don't know, right? But they've got options there. They've got players there that can come on or start, right? If they get this guy senior team player, that's when they'll sell Isak because the striker option will be covered. They need a out and out striker. And I ain't heard of this guy, but I heard this guy. You know, he's a young, decent player, huge potential, right? Plays for Germany. Bayern Munich wanted him, you can see there. So, seems like a decent player. Newcastle can get this guy. Good option for him, man. It would be a good striker for him. Then that striker option be covered, and there'll be no reason why Isak should stay there. Right?
Isak is never going to play. And by the way, all them times when I used to say that Isak was leaving, and all so-called people in the chat room, which don't worry, I've tagged everyone. Them so-called people in the chat room goes, not going to happen, not going to happen. Where are they now? Disappeared. And I know who you are anyway. I tagged everything, man. All the messages, everything saved. And I said, do not doubt me. LFC Paul knew from day one. Don't ever doubt me. He knew. LFC Paul had been on his train with me from the beginning of the transfer window. He was with me before this, as the summer started, before the transfer window started, all the way through, and I've been consistent from the beginning. And people coming and said, nah, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. And I knew it was going to happen because it was very simple. Once a player wants to leave a football club, I don't care what football club it is. If a football player is promised something, yeah, and I don't care what the media says, the journalists can do what they want. The journalists were desperate to keep Isak. I know that Newcastle sent out their journalists to put their stuff out on social media to try and protect them because the player wants to leave the football club. And what it boils down to, I knew it was going to happen. Very simple, easy. The football player does not want to play at your dusty club. He wants to go to Liverpool. Very simple. And that's what I knew was going to happen. Once the player head, he's got it in his mind that he wants to leave, and he was promised something which they didn't fulfill his promise. He was always going to leave. Go on, Toto.
Yeah. Of course, the Champions League draws on now. The
What side's it on?
YouTube.
Right, I'm going to put on YouTube now, guys. We're going to do the
Let's do a live reaction to it.
We'll do a live reaction. I'm watching it now. Champions League draw.
Yeah.
Please have Real Madrid. Please have Real Madrid. Please.
So Barcelona, Munich, Benfica. Oh, it's just starting, isn't it?
Please have Real Madrid.
You want Real Madrid?
I got it now. I got it.
You want Liverpool to have Real Madrid?
I want Liverpool. I want Real Madrid in our draw.
Yeah.
Trust me. Zlatan's doing it, innit? I can see it now. Oh, that's a hard pull, you know. Oh, that's a hard pull. So you're gonna have Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Man City, Liverpool, Inter, all in
Madrid.
Draw.
Watch Liverpool come out now. Come out.
We're in the draw.
Oh, they know what they're doing, putting that video on there.
Yes, Kaka. No, Kaka. He still looks at 25, you know.
Oh, no. Oh, we got Liverpool. Liverpool's in the pool.
Look at that. Man City, Liverpool, Juventus, Benfica, all in. Now we got a good pot. We're good. We're not Real Madrid's draw. We got Man City, Liverpool, Juventus, Benfica, Marseille. We're winning that group. You know that pot? We're winning it. Don't worry.
Come on, bring out Liverpool.
Real Madrid's not. You know Real Madrid. They're in the same.
They are. It's whoever Real Madrid faces. I think that's what it is.
Liverpool's going to play Real Madrid. How about that? Told you, didn't I?
No way.
That's what I want. I want him in our pack, man.
Oh, Inter Milan.
Inter Milan's in there as well.
Get Liverpool out.
I think we got Arsenal.
Dortmund.
We got an easy draw, bro.
Oh no.
We got an easy. We ain't got no Madrid in no one. I wanted Madrid though. I wanted Madrid in that part, because that's in the group stage, that's when they're at the weakest. Zlatan. I know he wants to be playing still. Liverpool. We just came out.
We've drawn against Ram. We've got Real Madrid,
and Inter, yeah.
I think we've got Madrid at
We'll
home.
beat them both.
I know. I can't wait.
We're gonna have Isak.
I can't wait.
How about that one? Game. I want to smash up Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And we got them at home as well. We got them at home. See, got them at Anfield. Let's face it, we're gonna qualify anyway. Let's face it. It's only really Madrid and Inter. We'll beat Inter. Inter are old anyway. They ain't gonna beat us, Inter Milan. The old that team is. Barcelona! Woo-hoo! Yamalda and Anfield's gonna get gripped up by Conor Bradley. That was all the joking. This is not. Let me have a look. I'm confused about this part. I think Chelsea. I think it's Chelsea now. When it's all done, guys, when it's all done, we're gonna bring up all the we're gonna bring up everything, right, guys? PSG now. Spurs has got PSG.
So we got Madrid home.
Oh, I want to see that. PSG's got a whole match against Newcastle at Newcastle. That'd be a good game. Newcastle at home, they're hard enough. Remember when they beat PSG a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Manchester City.
I think these draws are rigged, I don't know what it is.
I'm just glad we got Real Madrid.
We got Madrid and Inter.
I don't care about Inter Milan. We'll beat Inter Milan. I want Madrid because when we get Madrid in the group stages, we're most likely we always beat them, innit? That's the best time to play them in the group stages.
Every time we come to these draws,
I've got to get a ticket.
We always get Madrid when it comes to these draws.
I don't care how much I'm buying. I want to get a ticket for that Real Madrid game. I gotta watch that Real Madrid game.
I don't know what it is. We always get Madrid. We always get Jordan Madrid every time.
I know, in the groups, isn't it?
It's all the times.
That's what they said, isn't it? This is what they just said, They said we always get Madrid in the group stages. Here we go. This is what it looks like now. So the grid now is Pot 1, Paris Saint-Germain, Real Madrid, Man City. No, pot 1. I'm confused. Pot 1 is Bayern Munich, Man City, Bayer Leverkusen, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Barcelona, Inter, PSG. Pot 2.
We've got. Says we've got Madrid. Inter.
Nah, that's not the order. That's not the order though. That's
Okay.
just the fixes, not necessarily the order. We'll see. That's a hard pot. What we got, you know. We'll come out of it now. So pot 1 is Barcelona. Bayern Munich, Man City, Liverpool, Bayer Leverkusen, Real Madrid, Chelsea, PSG, Real Madrid, Inter, Liverpool, Bayer Leverkusen. So in our pot, yeah, we got Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Man City. We'll get out of that. I think it's the top 6 will go through.
Yeah.
We gotta win. We gotta win that now.
Top 8.
Liverpool's got the hardest part, I reckon.
We've got Madrid, Inter, Atletico Madrid, Frankfurt.
Now we ain't got Man City. We ain't got Man City.
No, we haven't got Man City, no. So we've got Madrid, Inter, Atletico Madrid, Frankfurt, PSV.
We'll get through. We'll win it. We'll win the group.
Galatasaray, I think we'll just smash.
I guarantee Liverpool win the group. I guaranteed. We'll win the group. The only hard team in there is Real Madrid, and we're going to get them at Anfield. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll win the group. Inter Milan ain't going to beat Liverpool. You're mad. Inter Milan beating Liverpool. Nah.
Look, we say it's a tough draw, right? But Liverpool...
It's not a tough draw.
Liverpool's team has improved
Look at our team. Look at our team from last season.
Last season, we smacked at Madrid. We dog walked them last season. Right?
We got a good pot. I'm happy with ours.
We've got a new signing.
We got Real Madrid.
And you know Wirtz. Yeah. Wirtz is going to cook in Europe.
Wirtz and Isak.
He might be not cooking for the Premier League because in the Premier League it's a completely different. It's more physical.
Scotty thinks we've got a tough group.
Look, end of the day, every group is tough. We can't underestimate no one. Right?
City got an easy group.
But the thing is, at Liverpool, we've got a European heritage. We've got Wirtz there, right? You all know Wirtz is not doing so well in the Premier League at the moment. It's because of the demand, the physical demand, the pressing and all that. You've got to be on point. But with the Champions League, the temple of football is completely different. We are facing a Spanish club. And Spanish football, right, is much, much different. Yeah, it's more slower. So Wirtz will get the time and space to do his thing. I think I said it.
Yeah. You're right.
He was signed when we was scouting. When we was in talks with Wirtz, I always said Wirtz is going to be good in Europe because he's had that experience.
How have we got a hard group? How?
I think it's all right.
Liverpool, we got Real Madrid. It's at Anfield, by the way. He said Liverpool will play Real Madrid at home, Inter Milan away, Atletico Madrid at home, Frankfurt away, PSV. How is that? That's easy, bro. I think people are getting mixed up. I'm going to put it up here now. I think, you know what? You know the pot, yeah, is confusing, isn't it? You know, when they do all the pot thing, it is confusing. This is who we got. We've got an easy group, guys. Easy. I think Man City's got a hard one. Look, guys, this is it. Pause. Yeah, there we go. There's our group there. That's it. That's easy, guys. That's a good group.
And the thing is, we got PSV, right? We've got Marseille, Qarabag, and Galatasaray. Those games we are most likely to win.
Look at that. That's a good group.
Yeah. Those games are more likely to win.
That's an easy group. Remember, you gotta get to win it. Remember to automatically qualify. I think it's the top 4, top 5. You're trying to say we're not going to qualify out of that group? Come on. Look at the group we had last season. That was harder, and our team weren't as good. I agree what he said. Not wasted. Inter Milan won't handle our press. No chance. They won't handle it.
Inter was lucky to get to that final.
I know there was. I don't know how they done it, bro. You know why they done it?
He cooked them.
You know why? You know when I got to the final, they just said on the TV that the stats that had the best defense in the Champions League.
Yeah.
That's why they got to the final. They had the best defense. They only linked a couple of goals.
Defense win. Okay, they didn't win, right? But
Yeah, but they should have. They could have.
Shows
too old.
Yeah, it just shows defense is going to be vital. This is why Liverpool needs to strengthen our defense. We've got to strengthen our defense because we can't rely on Konate. If Konate is, because look, I'm not worried about Van Dijk.
Barcelona's going to play PSG.
I know.
Whoa, that is a match of the season. Go on, Barcelona to beat them.
I'm not worried about Van Dijk because I know he's faultless. He's always faultless when it comes to these games. But with Konate, I don't know because I'm iffy with Konate now.
This is Barcelona's ones. I know what I mean.
He's not been doing quite well. I think this Madrid saga is getting to him. His mindset is not at the right place. So we just need to get a backup centre back because we've got Leone there, but we need another one. We need Guehi. So if we can sort out our defence, we'll be good.
LFC poor, bro. We got an easy one, bro. We got a good group. Look at Real Madrid's. Real Madrid, they will take on Man City, Liverpool away, Juventus, Benfica away, Marseille, Olympiacos, Monaco. You know what I mean? That's Real Madrid. Ours is easy as well. Look, bro. Look at Barcelona's. Look at Barcelona's. They would play PSG, Chelsea away, Frankfurt, Olympiacos, yeah, Newcastle away. That's not hard. I mean, that's not easy. Newcastle away. There's Liverpool's. Look at Liverpool's, man. Liverpool will play Real Madrid at home, Inter Milan away, Atletico Madrid, Frankfurt. Come on, man. PSV, Eindhoven. They ain't doing nothing to us. Marseille, nah.
I don't even know what a Qarabag is.
Nah, man, we got it wrapped up, guys. We got it wrapped up. There's no way they're gonna do nothing with us. Bayern Munich to face Chelsea and Arsenal. Just coming through now. This is Arsenal's one.
And again, we've got Ekatike, who has again had European experience.
Yeah.
So Ekatike, Verts, they're gonna cook in the Champions League. Definitely. I'm gonna say it now. Verts are gonna do so well in the Champions League. Nah,
I'm happy with that.
We've got a strong team.
I hope we get Real Madrid first. I think we're playing them first. You getting down Anfield, it is a wrap. It is a wrap. Their team is worse than last season, by the way. You know that?
Yeah.
Trent is going to get cooked.
Trent's going to be on the bench.
Yeah, no. They're Carlebel. Carlebel's going to take his place, isn't it? I'm happy. I am happy. Guys, come on. You got to be happy with that draw, man. You got to be happy with that draw. Let me see if there's any more news before we head off. Got to do the Formula 1. I think it's confirmed now. Trent Alexander is set for awkward. Here we go. Trent Alexander is set for an awkward Anfield return in the Champions League. You know that's fixed, isn't it? You know that always put Liverpool Madrid together. You know, innit?
I'm convinced the part.
Nah, that's what they said on the TV. Said, oh, that's a bit suspicious. Liverpool and Real Madrid again, just like last season and the season before. We always get Real Madrid, and if it gets to the knockout stages, we'll always draw Real Madrid. You know why? We're the best in the UK, and they're the best in Spain.
The Anfield as well makes it so much better.
Oh yes, the man's gonna get lock off.
You know how a Champions League night is at Anfield. You can tell any manager that. You can.
Here we go. This is our group. This is our group confirmed. This is our group confirmed, guys. There it is right there. It's all in colour. Nice and colour for you guys. Look, it's all there. There you go. It's all there. There's our groups. Boom. I'll take that. That's a good group. Atletico Madrid at Anfield, they're going to get wasted. Wasted. PSV at Anfield, you're getting wasted. None of them mans are Roma. Forget it, man. Roma. None of them mans are touching us, bro. None of them match. Look at that, Toto. Don't tell me that we're not finishing top out of that group.
I think we are.
None of them mans are touching us. I guarantee you finish.
I'm telling you now, Vert and Ekatike are going to cook in the Champions League.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right. I'll let you talk. Go on.
Vert's going to do so well. Not many people think Vert might do well. Vert's going to do really well in the Champions League.
It's ideal. Slow tempo. Perfect for him.
Ideal for Vert.
Yeah.
Ideal for Ekatike. Doing it in the Premier League. God knows what he's going to do in the Champions League.
Now he ain't doing nothing in the Premier League yet. He's just gonna get used to the. Once he gets
No,
used to the pace.
I think I'm on about Ekitike.
Ekitike is gonna cook in the Champions League.
Yeah.
What about Isak?
Yeah.
What about Isak? Row. Months. Imagine Isak. Isak in the Champions League, you know he's going to be playing and ready for the Champions League. He ain't going to be fit for till October. But when we play Real Madrid, when the Champions League's are October, November, them times, perfect fit when Isak comes back. Isak and Ekitike is going to, you know what I would do? I'd put Ekitike on the left. I'd play them both at the same time for this game. So you got that extra. I know you got Gakpo and all that, yeah, but you have to play Ekitike as well. But Isak will be the 9.
Ekitike is European, right?
Ekitike
does so well in Champions League. Verts are going to do so well in the Champions League. I guarantee Verts is going to have one of our top assisters.
That is a good draw, guys.
Yeah.
That is a good draw. Inter Milan didn't do nothing to Liverpool. Just like my man said, not wasted. They will not be able to handle our press. They won't be. Look, our press, the way we play, Inter Milan's legs are going to rattle. They won't be able. Real Madrid ain't going to be able to handle our press. Never mind Inter Milan. Atletico Madrid again. The same thing with Atletico Madrid. Slow tempo football. Same thing in Spain. Slow tempo football. Imagine when Liverpool are on. Because you got to think about it. Yeah, Liverpool haven't clicked yet. You know, they haven't clicked into gear. Once Liverpool click, you know, when the team starts clicking, when we're all used to it, then it's a wrap.
End of the day, right?
It's a wrap.
There's new players in the squad. Virgil will have to get used to Kirk's side.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. Kirk's when he comes over and all that. Kanate will have to get used to Frimpong's side because Kanate, I don't know what it is. Even though Frimpong's there, he always comes over. He's got that bad habit of always coming over when Trent was there. Right, he's still got that bad habit. He needs to get that out of his game. And of course, mentality wants to get that out of his game as well. But there's new players. Verts has to play well with Gakpo. He has to play well with Salah. He has to play well with Ekitike. Because Verts is the anchor of that midfield. Now, I wouldn't say the anchor, but he's the key man in that middle. He's going to be the key man in that midfield, Verts is, yeah? He's going to control the right side, the left side, and the striker because he's going to be the box-to-box midfielder, right? That controls left, right, middle. It's a hard position to play. Some people got to understand it, yeah? Verts have got probably one of the hardest positions to play on the pitch. He has to play in tight areas. We saw that in the Premier League. Verts has to play in tight areas. He has to cover the right side, come over to the right, come over to the left, and come over to the middle, right? Support the striker. Verts is also in charge of scoring as well. If the striker's not scoring, the attacking midfielder is always there to come in behind the striker. Pause, right?
Pause for what?
It's just the way it is. But Verts will make running behind runs, coming behind runs, and yeah, Verts is going to do really really well in the Champions League, definitely.
I'm happy with that. I think we got. Yeah, I think Verts will. That will be the best for him. In the Champions League, perfect. Just make sure and put the whole Real Madrid. I'm just tweeting it for Real Madrid, home, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Frankfurt. I'm so happy with that. I'm happy with that, man. I'm happy with that. That is the best draw we could have got. We got Real Madrid for the excitement because I want to mash the mans up. I said to you before it just got announced, I hope we get Madrid. Remember I said that? I said I want Madrid. Because I want Madrid because of Trent. That's why I want Madrid, because of Trent. Right? And Inter Milan I'm not worried about. I don't care if it's at their ground, not worrying about it. I could see that Inter Milan either a 1-0 to us or a 1-1. Atletico Madrid ain't doing nothing at Anfield. Nothing. Yeah? PSV, he's not doing nothing at Anfield. You get me? Roma ain't doing nothing to Liverpool. Yeah? That's it. We'll kill him. We're getting out. We're going to win the group, man. We're going to win the group. We'll win the group. Remember, I think it's the top four teams go through anyway, automatically. We're going through anyway, and we'll top the group. The one I'm looking forward to, yeah. Just as a neutral, just as a fact, just watching from afar, PSG versus Barcelona. That is going to be a mad match. That's what should have been the final. Last season. That's what should have been the final. But Inter Milan got that goal at the last minute. You remember?
The worst final in history last season.
Yeah, that final, because it should have been Barcelona.
Yeah.
Should have been Barcelona versus PSG. Imagine how many goals would score in that match. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, man, that's it really. Thanks for everybody to join us today. There's no news coming through. I'm sorry it got detoured, but it is what it is. Let me just make good of this. We will be going live in about 10 minutes. We're doing a quick Formula 1 video. If you like Formula 1, guys, join us for that. We're going live in about 10 minutes. And yeah, and that's it. That's it for the rest of the night then. I'm going to go and watch a film and chill out and yam up my popcorn. But big up to everyone. So we're going to leave you now, guys. I want everybody, remember the super chats there. If you want to support the channel, you're not obligated. I've pinned it in the chat room as well. I've pinned it in the chat room, the super chat. So if you want to put a super chat in there, remember, guys, you can just put the super chat in there. And that's it. We've got 16 likes, guys. Can you please, let's get it to 20 likes. Big up to you, AR, as well. I can see your chat. I can big up to everybody. PSG cooked them with that pace. Yeah, last season. Inter, that's what I'm saying. He's right. That's what I'm saying about it. That's what's going to happen when we play them. Inter Milan got cooked with the pace by PSG in the final. PSG, that's what we're going to do. Because, you know, if you look at Slot, Slot always talks about he likes the way PSG plays. Slot, wants to play like PSG they did last season. That's what Slot's going for. You get me? You know, that kind of football where they get people on the counter and that go do the high line. That's what Slot's going for this season. And when we play Inter Milan, we're going to light the man up. We're going to light the man up, man. I don't care where he's. We're going to light the man up. Yeah, big up to Waniak, man. Big up, go subscribe to Waniak. He's Aston Villa fan as well. Big up to him. We're going live, guys, in about 15 minutes. We're doing a Formula 1 review, Flaming Tarmac. So if you like Formula 1, come and join us for that, guys. Remember, 10 minutes. So Toto, anything you want to say before? Yeah, of course it did. Of course. Yeah. Of course. That you know why they want Liverpool to play Real Madrid? Because it's the two biggest teams in Europe, obviously, along with Barcelona.
It's all program, man. It's all programmed.
It's a history. It's a history that
it is what it is, isn't it?
The three biggest teams in Europe: Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. That's just the way it is.
The thing is, you got Barcelona and PSG. Everyone wants to see that fan favorite.
Yeah, but PSG is not the biggest team in Europe.
Yeah,
the
but
only one it wants.
Everyone wants to see Barcelona and PSG.
Yeah, because that should have been the final last season.
It'll bring in the revenue.
Yeah,
it'll bring in the fans.
I don't know about the revenue.
It probably will.
PSG is not a big team. No, they've only won the Champions League once, you know.
No, I mean, Barcelona and PSG, nearly everyone's going to watch that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's going to bring in the money.
Yeah, I'm talking about history and, you know, the size of the club. I'm about the three biggest clubs in Europe, and nobody can argue with it because it's fact. Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. If you want to throw in the next one, you can put in Man United in there as well. Even though Man United is scrubbed, it's still a big club. So you can throw in Man United. But I'm about the top three now. Liverpool, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. If the UEFA can get any of them teams to play each other, they've won. So they got Liverpool versus Real Madrid. We always play Real Madrid. Always. We never avoid them because they know there's a history between us, to get me, over the years. There's a big history between Liverpool and Barca and Real Madrid. The amount of times we've met in the semi and final or series, just, I think there's a record now that we've met so many times. But it is what it is, yeah. Yeah, that's the one, innit? That's the one. You just knew you knew it was gonna happen. Yeah. Just like last season when we got them at Anfield. I can't wait to play Real Madrid at Anfield again. It's gonna be mad. So guys, remember we're heading off. Remember guys, if you hadn't liked the video, like the video. We're heading off. Big up to everybody. Big up to the man them. Big up to the woman them as well. We'll be back in 10 minutes. We're doing a Formula 1 video. So the Formula 1 fans, come back. Guys, like the video. You get me? Like the video. What I was going to do before I go. It's all about that. Yeah! Don't know why I put that. But it is what it is. Toto, nothing else to say before we head off?
Nothing else to say, no.
Sure, bro.
I'll say thank everyone for joining me.
I'm just checking one more time to see if the news is broke. Because I know as soon as I go off this, something's going to happen. I know it is. Stop the screen. I know it's going to happen. As soon as we go. Look at Real Madrid's opponents. Because you know they're in different pools, innit? Look at this is Real Madrid's got Real Madrid's got Man City, Liverpool, Juventus, Benfica, Marseille, Olympiacos. That's the easy. They'll win their group as well. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Real Madrid will win the playoffs.
Leverkusen killing that on social media. No, what they're saying. Basically, the Champions League draws on now. Yeah, we've just been watching.
Done. Breaking news. Done. It's done. Go on, carry on.
Bayer Leverkusen just said, just hoping we don't get Grimsby.
Done. Isak, come home. Come home. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There you go. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Nick Watermaid to Newcastle is a deal done. 85 million euros. Fixed fee plus 5 million add-ons. You know what they're paying all that big money? Because they know they're getting it from Liverpool. There you go, guys. Breaking news. Breaking news. There you go. There you go, Toto. I told you that something was going to break before we go, didn't I? Someone's telling me, please go down there. Please, something's going to happen. There you go. What do you think about that, Toto?
It's
your expert opinion, bro.
Isak will...
Always expert opinion.
Isak will come to the club, innit?
Yeah, are you happy?
Yeah, of course it is. I really want Isak at the club. I think it will be the Darwin Núñez replacement. And all we need is a Luis Diaz replacement now. And that's it.
Yeah. Hold on. Clear that one. So that's it, guys. Breaking news. Nick Watermaid to Newcastle is a deal done. All done, guys. All done. That's Newcastle. They got one striker in. Now, I think tonight, probably tonight or tomorrow, I think it will be tonight, that the deal, that the thing is going to break. Toto, I think the news will break with Isak tonight. What you reckon? See what the chat's saying. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. There you go, Isak. That just video, the scroll down there, crazy. There you go, job done.
Yeah.
Done. Finally can end this debacle. End it. Is there anything else? Because I know something's gonna come. Hold on. There you go. Just screenshotted it. Not that one, another thing, something else. So let's look somewhere else. Someone put this up. Look, the trolls are right now. The trolls. You can't stop the trolls, can you? The trolls are right, man. Not a troll, but I'm just saying. Look, Newcastle finally signing a striker. Watermaid. It's true though. You thought it was never gonna happen, innit? You thought, what the hell's going on, bro? Finally, it's happened. All over, breaking everywhere. Look, breaking news. Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano. It's broke, Toto. Yeah. Remember I said it's been quiet for a couple of days because this has been happening, that's why. There you go, Fabrizio Romano. Breaking news, Liverpool closing in on Nick Watermaid. Deal done, here we go soon. Agreement in final stages. With Stuttgart as Newcastle's secret mission in Germany is ongoing. Craig, no hope. Look, and for the gender, there you go, look. I like it, you know. And for the gender. It's happening now. Yeah, Watermaid, 51, yeah. That's what we're paying Newcastle. That's what it's gonna do. Because you remember they offered for Wizard. I think that Wizard they put in. I think it was 40 million, or 35, 40 million. And Brentford said, "No, you're not having him, bro." They rejected him. You get me? They rejected the first two bidders, and now what more? So I think what the rumors are now, it's going to be around about 55 million for Wizard. So they're going to put another extra 15 million on top of the original bid, and it's going to be 85 million for Watermaid. So all that calculates to 135, and that's what we're paying Liverpool. I mean, that's what we're paying Newcastle, Liverpool. So what we're paying them is going to pay for these players. That's basically what it is. So that's it then. We're heading off. We know that's good. And that is it, guys. Big up. Guys, remember to like the video and the super chat today if you want to support the channel. You're not obligated to do, but remember to like that video, smack up the like buttons, and we're on 18 likes. Big up, 2 more likes, and we'll be all right. But remember, guys, like the video, and that's all we need. Like the video, and that's it. Toto, I'm heading off. You got nothing else?
No, fine, sir.
Okay, we're gonna be back. Like I said, we're back in about 15 minutes. Do the Formula 1 video, and that's it, and then we're done. So all the mans that said that we wasn't going to get Isak, all the mans that said that Slot wasn't the guy, all the mans said that Liverpool weren't going to get anywhere, this is to you.
Where's your big mouth now? Where's your big fucking fat mouth now?